built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it.
Good afternoon. They are lining up as follows. Pitching is Caleb Vandergrant. Catching is Byron Humble. First base will be covered by Aidan Champneys. Second base is Corey List. Third base, Riley James. And shortstop is Kynan Melander. In the outfield at left will be Nicholas Crouch. Centre field is Alexander Duncalf. And in right field is Nick Gurman. On the benches, Hayden Dobe, Lincoln Walk, Ethan Goffar, James Allen, Hayden Gillett, Blake Turner and Kobe White.
Up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to
As we wait for Queensland to take the field, let's have a look at our umpiring today. We have got a four-man system going. Behind the plate is Leanne Gearside. First base is Dale Kaimoana. Second is Talia McDonald. And third is Mindy Dobson. This game is probably going to be a battle of the bats here. If we have a look at Victoria's game yesterday, a lot of big hits, and we only need to go back to the previous time slot to see what the Queensland batting lineup is capable of. They put 14 runs on in one innings alone in the last game. So it'd be interesting to see. I think it's going to be a battle of who can hold their defence first. Might take this one out. And we are about to kick off. Victoria leading off is Samuel Seach. Inside corner, doesn't like it though. Ball at 1. And a lovely pitch there, fouled off by the batter. Very politely picks it up, hands it back to the catcher. 1-1 the count. And a great pitch there from Vandergrant. Ball 1, strike 2 confirmed by plate umpire. Low inside off the plate, 2-2 now. Mixed bag of results for Samuel Seach in earlier games that we've seen him. Skies that one towards right field fence. I think it's going to land safely over the foul ball line. Certainly is. So had a couple of outfield singles in the game yesterday against New South Wales, but was also K2'd a couple of times. So definitely capable of getting the ball into the grassed area. And not on that one though. Great pitch from Vandergrant. Has him chasing a low inside, and that will be the first out. So we have a look at the replay. Next into bat will be Jai Robinson. He's playing shortstop for Victoria, batting at number 2. Jai definitely has a big bat. Lovely pitch there, low called drop ball. He hit a home run and a double in the game yesterday against New South Wales. Not to mention the 2 home runs in a row in the first game up yesterday against ACT. So more than capable of putting a deep ball. And that is out of the zone for ball. 1-1 the count. Ball 2, strike 1 is the count.
You take the chair, I'll sit on it. Oh, no. That's right. Because that way, if I go that way, I might get in rain. So I'll go up here under there, so you're good.
2-1 here. Pitch comes in and grounds it between third and short. That's going to be a base hit for Robinson. Good work there.
So up to the plate now, Jack Moana went 3 for 3 in yesterday's game against ACT. Just a single shy of the cycle, so home run, triple and a double. So good batting there. That's why he's in the 3-hole today. We've had a little bit of rain thus far at Redlands, but that one blooped out towards right field. Diving play, and we have a great catch there by Nicholas German, number 63, laying all out on the wet grass. Let's take a look at that one again. Yeah, we see that. Moana pops that up, shallow right field. Yeah, full extension. So great catch there by Nick Gurman. Huffing and puffing out there. So 2 away now for Queensland. And up to bat, Cody Smith. So Cody Smith, under 23 rep over in Argentina with most of these boys. So batting against former teammate Caleb Vandergrant. Plays for Scorps quite often at the various championship tournaments that we hold around Australia. So most notably at Skins. So Robinson standing over there at first base. 2 out. Just tipping that foul. Got the Wynnum battery today. Or club Wynnum battery. Vandergrant to Humble. Looked like change of pace there. Swinging in the dirt, and Cody Smith is retired for the 3rd out. Queensland escape the top of the first unharmed. And we'll go to the bottom of the first, where Victoria will get to field. So defensively for this Victorian side, the pitcher Jack Hortida-Moana throwing down to Marcus Ferraro. At first base we have Cody Smith. At second base, William Cronk. At the hot corner, Bailey Dodds. At shortstop, Jai Robinson, going 2 for 2 in yesterday's game with 2 home runs. Left, right, and centre field we have Troy Hortida-Moana, so Jack's brother. Centre field, Sam Seach, and right field, Jordan Baker. So Jordan Baker, William Cronk, played at under-18s last year in Perth. And Jack's little brother, Troy, has been in and out of Victorian teams for a little bit now. Played against him down at Sydney for Blacktown Nationals way back a couple of years ago. So with that, looks like we're set to go. Queensland's lead-off batter, Kynan Malander, set to face the first pitch from Jack. The lead-off pitch, up and in for ball 1, and we are underway for Queensland's batting side. Swinging strike there, big swing. Kynan Malander been playing a pretty good lead-off spot so far. Yesterday in New South Wales game, he wasted no time getting on. First pitch he saw, bang, just like that. Ground ball 5 to 3, and Malander is retired for the first out for the Victorian side. Yeah, Malander very aggressive in that lead-off spot. Doesn't like to see a lot of pitches, but he can hit, so he finds a way to get on base. So that brings up to the plate Corey List, the second baseman in today's game. Bit wide there. Jack Hortida-Moana, played with him a couple of times. He came up and played for Te Ara Hanui at the Under-21 Club Classic we had at South Brisbane I think it was a year ago now. And yeah, he does like to pitch a little bit. Plays for the Ducks down in Victoria, same with Jai Robinson and a couple other boys in this team. I actually was speaking to Jack the other day, well not the other day, but when he was up here for the under-23 women's. As that one hits Corey, looks like a curveball, hit him in the back leg, and Corey's going to trot to first base. So like I said before, a little bit of rain that we've had, but that rain's calmed down now. It's like light spitting, and it's just overcast, so not too hot, good to play softball. And that brings up to the dish the third baseman, Riley James. Up and away there, ball one. So Victoria will be looking to bounce back here after losing against WA earlier, and Queensland are looking to keep the ball rolling with their hot hitting. So coming fresh off a victory 17-0 against ACT, 17-2 against New South Wales yesterday afternoon, and yesterday morning I believe 10-0 against South Australia. So Queensland so far undefeated. It's just because they can string together a lot of hits and their defence is squeaky clean. So Queensland in a very good spot at the moment on day 2. So Corey List standing over there at first base. Riley James, see what he can do. Takes that upstairs for ball 4. So runners at first and second now. 1 down. So Aiden Champney's striding to the plate now. Redlands native. His father played for Queensland for Australia for many years, and Aiden's following in his footsteps. A little bit of a communication conference there. Catcher to the pitcher. We'll just suss things out. But yes, Aiden Champney's also a member of the under-18 Australian team. All tournament first base awarded that award, so that's pretty good for Aiden. So runner in the scoring position now. Riley James standing over there at first base. Aiden will be looking to put the ball on the grass, score 1, maybe 2 runners. That one inside. The 1-0. Up and in. So Jack just struggling a little bit with control early on. Just needs to get that drop ball down a little bit, locate inside, outside, keep the ball low, especially on this dirt. With all the rain that's had, dirt's come a little bit, a little bit more compact, but slower, I guess. That one skied out towards Jack Troy at left field, and he takes that comfortably, having to retreat only about a metre in front of the warning track. So Aiden Champney's just getting under that one, but 2 down now for Victoria. Runners have tagged. Corey's standing at third, and Riley's now standing at second. So Queensland still have that very aggressive base running that they showcased yesterday against New South Wales. And when you tie aggressive base running with stringing together hits, you're bound to win ball games. So it looks like we're good to go on the Victorian side. And Caleb Vandergrant, the pitcher, number 7, is up at the plate. up and away. Good pop there by Fortuna Moana. Caleb looking to drive in 2 runs here. James in scoring position. Corey only 60 feet away. That one taken down and away. Throw back to under 18 Worlds, I believe it was 2020, where Caleb hit a home run against Japan. I think it was a championship game too. It was against Japan, I know that. Curveball inside. So 3-0 here. That one crossing the harder plate for strike 1. Three, 1 and ball 4. So loaded bases now for Queensland. A dangerous spot for Victoria. However, with 2 down, if Jack can locate here, get the ball on the ground to a fielder or up in the air to an outfielder, we should be fine. But again, like I said yesterday, this Queensland lineup has no gaps. So you get through one batter, you get to the next, and it's still a world-class hitting lineup. Byron Humble now striding to the plate. His first time against Jack in this game. It's a nice spot, just missing outside. So their other 2 pitchers, Kokiyagi and Matt Bedwell, running the bench in this one. They may come in if need be, but we'll see. That one, change up out in front, fouled off. I dare say that this may be Queensland's first challenge today after beating ACT 17-0. This Victorian lineup is a very good hitting side, so Queensland are going to have to stay with their A game and try and keep that ball rolling. This is the only game going currently, as New South Wales and WA finished up over there on Diamond 2. That one skied, popped up, third base, and he takes that comfortably for the 3rd out. Victoria escape unharmed, and Queensland can't convert 3 base runners. So we'll go to the top of the 2nd now. Score still knotted at 0.
Right, we are back underway here in the top of 2. Victoria, leading off for them is Marcus Ferraro. Lets that one go through. Ball 1 inside by the looks of that one. Vandergrant just confirming inside with the plate umpire. And tries to adjust there, but goes high. 2-0 now the count. Finds that outside corner with the drop very nicely there. Does Vandergrant. That is the first strike on Ferrari here. And gets a little bit of paint on that one, but fouls it off behind the catcher. 2-2 now. It's a good fight back here from Vandergrant. And no good, says the plate umpire. Couldn't have been too far off by the looks of that though. Full count now. 3-2. Oh, that's a great pitch from Vandergrant. And Ferraro knows it. He jogs straight off, and that is the first out here in the top of second for Queensland. Just caught looking there, Ferraro. Number 56, Troy Hoteri Moana comes into the batter's box. Playing left field. Took a good catch on the warning track in the last defensive innings. See what he can do here offensively. Vandergrant gets ahead to a good start with the first strike. Tries to go inside, but it's too far in. Well left there. 1-1 now the count. Oh, didn't look far off. Might have been a bit outside with that one. Either way, it's another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Vandergrant just takes an extra second. Sets up here with a 2-1 count. Tries that drop ball, but it's too low. And I thought it was 4 balls there, but it was only 3. Forgot about the first strike. So 3-1 is the count. Can Vandergrant come back here? Goes for the inside, but it's too far in for the plate umpire, and that is a walk. So Victoria with a base runner early here in the second innings. As Bailey Dodds, third baser for Victoria, steps in now. Bailey Dodds in the batter's box with a runner on 1. Got some pace there too. We'll see if they have a crack. That one outside the zone for the first ball. Off and on rain all through these afternoon games. As that one's kind of push bunted, but it's gone foul up first baseline. That will be the first strike here on Dodds. Off and on rain. Rain is currently off, but the grass is wet, so those outfield balls will come wet out of the hand. Great pitch there from Vandergrant. Lovely inside drop. 1-2 now the count on Dodds. Runner still on first base. Could potentially see him take off here with 2 strikes. And great pitch there. Oh, love the throw out too. Nice job there for the second out here. Let's have another look at that pitch. That was a great pitch from Vandergrant. As we watch this pitch come in, into bat next will be William Cronk. and starts off well with a drop ball for called first strike. So 2 away here for Victoria. Runner still on first though. So that one is grounded to shortstop. Fires it away. Good pick up there at first base. And that will retire this Victorian side as we head into the bottom of 2. It is still all locked up at 0-all.
And we're just about to get started in the bottom of the second inning. And looks like Nick Crouch is up to the plate.
Nick is playing left field for Queensland in this game.
That one skied up towards Sammy Seach out in centre field. And he takes that comfortably for the first out. Just got underneath that one, Crouch. Good piece of the ball.
Queensland not yet able to string those hits together that they have been doing so far this tournament.
We'll see if Nick Gehrman can get something started for this Queensland side in the bottom of the second. Inside ball 1. Take a look at yesterday's game against New South Wales. Change up hung out over the plate for Nick, and he put that a country mile. I think he hit that over the trees at the back of Dime 1 here at Redlands. So, very dangerous, very good power hitter. Good to keep the ball down and away from his wheelhouse, so to speak. Just like that.
Yeah, I think they heard you. Put it straight down and away.
So 1-1 now the count.
Looks like he tried to go somewhere similar again, but just couldn't find the corner. Two and one at the count here on Gehrman.
That one's sailing up and away. So really trying to find that zone. Got the signals on their arms, similar to what the Aussie Sealers use at the World Cup back in 2022.
As that one is up over the zone for a walk. So first base runner here in the second innings for Queensland.
Alex Duncalf now striding to the plate, number 28, the centre fielder in this game. jumpy on the first pitch. Looks like it got the catcher and the umpire all in one.
Umpire looks to have fared a bit better from it than the catcher. Marcus Ferraro behind the plate for Victoria, just taking a second there. Umpire gives him a bit of time by cleaning up the plate there.
Looks like we're good to go. Alex facing the one strike offering. See what he does here. That one, ground ball, 6-4, and they hold on to the ball. So all they want a fielder's choice, second base, and Victoria have one out. So good turn there by Jai Robinson. Got the ball on the good hop and transferred over to second base. Good that second base was there, and yeah, good to get the force out. The bonus out is the one at first.
Yeah, always trying to get that lead runner whenever they can. So we see back to the top of the order for Queensland, Kynan Malander. Grounded out through third base, he's first at bat.
Got a few nicknames on this Queensland team. So Kynan Malander, Hollywood.
Well, that sounds like a story behind that one.
Hollywood. We have Listy behind him, Hayden Doss. Hayden Gillette goes as Doss. Doss from, what's that movie? What's the movie? I forgot.
No one gets away.
Skips to the back net and Alex advances to 2. Now runner in scoring position for Kynan Malander.
As we just see the nickname coming from the dugout there, Hollywood.
Hollywood. One. That one slapped foul towards the right side. So piecing together a good at bat here. Kynan Malander seeing some pitches. Topped out 5-3. And
Off the base is the call. Oh, smart running there from, who was that? Duncalf.
So that definitely has fired up the Queensland team. Let's take a look at that. So Cody Smith was called off the base.
Ooh, that's a 50-50 that one. I couldn't tell you on that first replay.
But what I really liked is how Alex kept running. So Cody went to complain about the play that just happened, not realising that Alex was actually running around third, and he scored. So Queensland always putting the pressure on, and that's resulted in them notching their first run of this game.
We'll have one more look at the replay while Victorian coach has a chat with the first base umpire. See if you can spot it at home. He's definitely slid, but whether he's slid off the base by the time he caught it, wouldn't want to be making that call live myself. In the end, I think it's a bit of a judgment call. It's pretty tough to argue a judgment call with the umpires. Potentially if they've on a wrong angle to see it.
Need Darren Cyber here. See what he thinks.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that. Judgment call, we go with the base umpire. And there's nothing more you can ask of them. Nevertheless, Queensland open their account.
And Corey List coming up to the plate now for Queensland. Down and in. Again, another runner at scoring position. Melinda standing over there at second base. After reaching on the off the base. Cool.
List has played a little bit overseas, I believe, as that one is rocketed up first base.
Yeah, Listy's played a bit overseas. Played for the Bar Buzz over in Wisconsin, I believe, over in America. And we played together at the ISC and the US Open Men's Nationals over in, it was in Minnesota, I believe. Can't remember exactly, but he's got a pretty extensive international career already. And he's been playing over in New Zealand for Totara Park, I believe. And he's just come back recently.
So he fouls that high inside off. So he played at the US Nationals, were you saying? Is that an invite sort of thing? Or?
Yeah, so it was part of Singers. So Corey's mum, Tech, she runs the Singers tours, and they're really cool. So I've gotten a chance to play a lot over the world. Played in New Zealand with Tech and Corey. Played over in the States, like I was saying before, with Corey as well.
Yep.
And that trip was pretty cool. Got to see all the Aussie players over at the ICs do their thing. Marshall Cronk, Jack Besgrove playing for the Gremlins.
Looks like it's going to go foul over first baseline. See the spectators scrambling on the grandstand there to get out of the way. And that ball's coming straight back in. Count remains unchanged, ball 1, strike 2.
Corey also played over in Indonesia for the Makassar Open at the end of last year with a lot of his teammates now, so Lincoln Walk, Boston Lowe as well. That one's clubbed.
Oh, it's gone foul though. Called it foul. Went all the way to the back far right corner of right field.
It was almost at his eyes and he managed to get the bat right on plane.
Showing how much power he can generate with the sticks.
Corey, another one of those players that can pitch and hit at a pretty high level, so that's very useful in any team.
You see a lot in the women's pitchers don't really get the opportunity to bat, especially at your national level, but don't see that quite as much in the men's game.
No, I guess if you can hit, you can hit. They'd rather take the chance of you scoring runs, I guess.
Over the potential injury, yeah. Well away from the zone there. Full count now on List, ball 3, strike 2. This is a long at bat here. Being told 8 pitches and counting. With 2 out and a runner on 2, it's a big battle to try and win for both of these teams.
So that one skips in the dirt and Corey picks a walk. So runners at first and second now for Queensland. Been in this situation before. Let's see if Riley James can convert the runner at second and maybe even the runner at first.
A big bat here in Riley James with runners on 1 and 2. They are not going to intentionally walk him. Saw an interesting tactic earlier today with loaded bases. Ethan Lowe came up and they intentionally walked him to let one runner score.
And then get the next batter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Surprisingly enough, the next batter who came up had previously hit a home run in his at-bat before, but they were good enough to get the out. Can't say I've seen that tactic before, walking someone on loaded bases.
It's a gamble you take, especially when there's a big hitter up at the plate. You've got bases loaded. It's better if you get the one out and then try and get the next one rather than that be 3, 4 runs. So that was ground ball to second base. Flip over to the shortstop, Jar Robinson, take a force out at second base, and that retires the side for Queensland. So
Yeah, heading into the top of 3, Victoria Arch are now officially chasing Queensland with Queensland up 1-0.
Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, the energy chase to be ruthless. The energy chase to be ruthless. The energy chase to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, the energy chase to be ruthless.
welcome back to the top of the third now. Jordan Baker, I believe, or maybe not. Yeah, Jordan Baker up to the plate. Drop ball clipping the outside half of the plate. 4 strike 1, good leader. So in the game yesterday I was saying that Caleb Vander, very good down ball change-up pitcher, but he mixes in the rise ball very effectively.
Quickly jumps out to an 0-2 lead in this count.
That one fouled back. Jordan Baker attended the under-18 Aussie camp with myself, Alex, Blake, who were playing at this tournament, Joel Byrne in New South Wales, went down to Canberra at the AIS. Some very good insightful coaching from Adam Reinflesh, Adam Folkard, Jack Besgrove's dad, Stephen. So it was a good experience. Unfortunately there he strikes out, swinging. So the lineup turns over now to the top with Sam Seach. Change up, out in front. Good lead off pitch.
Definitely works very well in the bottom end of the zone here, Vandergrant, as we can see.
Chopped up to shortstop. A little bit of a bobble there, and he throws it away. But Byron Humble's there backing it up. Bit of an awkward bounce, that one to shortstop.
Yeah, just that little bobble was enough pressure and good wheels there from Seach to really put the pressure on Melander at shortstop.
So with the error there by Queensland, Jai Robinson gets to see Vandergrant for a second time.
Jai, definitely one of the more dangerous bats in this Victorian lineup. So he swings and misses at that one for strike 1.
Good downward action on that pitch. On plane until it wasn't, falling off the table, so to speak. Same pitch.
Just to show the viewers home exactly what you meant, throws it again.
So definitely sticking with that drop ball. Whether they change the eye level and go up here, or they stay in the dirt, we'll see. So the 0-2. That one's drilled out to the short left field. Nick Crouch sliding to take that catch. So definitely shaking his tail feather on that play. Nick Crouch. That was smoked. Let's take a look at the replay.
That was not an easy catch. It really dropped on him towards the end.
almost like a knuckleball, like in the air.
Yeah. Tracked it well and took the catch, forces the runner to go back to 1.
So Jack Hutidamana up now, flew out to right field in his last at bat.
Just getting the wet ball dried off there.
Down ball. Just diving out of the way of the bat.
One and one at the count.
Again, staying with the hard stuff. Vandergrant and Humble. These two play at Victoria Point Sharks. A lot of great players come out of Victoria Point. Julian Jamot, shortstop for the Aussie Steelers. His brother Jeremy was coaching at the under-18 women's just the other week. Marshall Cronk also plays for the Point Sharks. But here we have strike 3, and so we go to the bottom of the 3rd with Queensland leading 1-0.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
And welcome back here for the bottom of the 3rd. Aiden Champney's the first batter. So Hutida Moana still working on the mound.
Doing a great job so far, keeping this strong Queensland batting lineup very quiet.
And we see there strike 1. So good to get the first pitch strike. It's always key. You never want to fall behind early in the count, especially as a pitcher. Goes for that curveball, and Aiden single up the middle, so he gets himself on base. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, curveball outside half the plate, and Aiden just pokes it up the middle. So good hitting, good lead-off hitting. Be able to get yourself on base for the next guy in the box, which will be Caleb Vandergren.
So that's the first lead-off Queensland have gotten on base so far in this game. So see if they can convert that into another score.
Good down ball action there from Jack. Just missing low and away.
So thanks to the comments. Yes, Caleb Vandergrant did hit a home run in the grand final in the 2020 Worlds it was actually against Koki Iagi, who's been picked up as a pitcher by this Victorian side. So that could be an interesting matchup if there's any changes to the battery.
Yeah, we can see that one. We hear there Victoria's bench very active. They all almost in unison shouted out runner when Aiden Champneys took off. Could have been a hit and run there because Cab swung, so never know, but good to see that the bench is well and truly in this game. Upstairs, and that's 2 and 2.
Holds his hands back nicely on that one, Vandergrant. It was a bit tempting, I think.
Great spot. Always good out that half of the plate.
Especially with 2 strikes on, you're not sure whether to go for it or not.
Yeah.
But protect that plate as the batter. Full count now. No, had the count wrong. Sorry, now it's a full count.
All good.
We'll just blame our scorer to our right. Ball 3, strike 2. Just getting the lightest sprinkle of rain starting. That one is skied. It's shallow right field. Second base goes back.
So great take there by the second baseman. It's a lot of range, running all the way out there, basically halfway out into right field. But he takes the catch comfortably, and that's the first out for Victoria. So Jackleton and Wine are working very well, very efficient, starting to get into this game now. Like how he's mixing in that curveball a lot. Most pitches tend to be the rise ball pitches or down change, but the ones that can mix in the curveball as well, just keep hitters off balance is always good. Jack Beshgrove tends to do it a little bit. You see that one chopped to third base. Takes easy out over at first, so score that play 5-3.
Does advance the runner Champneys over to second base in the process, but now 2 away for Queensland. As we have a look at that replay, Nick Crouch steps into the batter's box.
Lots of great players come out of Rockhampton, where Crouch is from. Zen Winters, most notably, is from Rockhampton. And we have a few youngsters coming up in the grades now. Chad Charlesworth, Elijah Orr, who were both at the under-18s last week, or the other week. Great spot.
Yeah, fair bit of talent coming out of that central regional Queensland area.
Yeah, a lot of talent coming out of the country, especially in the junior grades,
Yeah.
and 14s. They got a lot of country kids that are playing really good softball. So it's good to see that it's not just city metro areas.
And they do travel a fair way to play too. Some of those kids coming as far as Townsville to Brisbane just to get extra games in over the weekends. 2-1 at the count here. Runner has since advanced to third on those pass balls. So Aiden Champneys over at 3 now.
That one driven up the middle, cut off by the second baseman, and he makes a good backhanded play over the first base, retiring Nick Crouch and retiring the inning. So that run doesn't score, but Queensland still holding on to the 1, and Jackleton and Moana doing well to keep Queensland to nothing, basically.
You're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile till I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Top 4 here now. Queensland trying to hold on to a 1-run lead.
Coming into bat for Victoria, looks like Cody Smith.
Down the left field line, we have some action in the bullpen. Ethan Goffer, the Red Sox kid. Little dribble out in front of the plate. And Caleb throws it away. That goes out into right field. Cut off to 2 and safe there. So very aggressive running by Cody Smith. Gets himself to second base on a little dribbler just on the line.
You almost just have to call that a single to 1. Not a lot Vandergrant could have done with that. I think even if the throw was on target, he might have beaten it.
So Victoria threatening here. The lead off getting to second base. So in scoring position now. Run down, but the curveball king himself is warming up, so we'll see if he comes into this game.
Does he do a lot of pitching, Ethan Goffer, or?
Used to do a lot of pitching,
Mhm.
especially growing up. But now he only comes in for the odd occasion. Has a very, very nice changeup.
So Marcus Ferraro in the batter's box for Victoria.
That one skied and foul. Landing on top of the pig pen over there where the bar is. So down 0-2 very quickly in this count. The catcher seeing what he can do with Cody Smith over there at second base. That one in the dirt taken good by Byron Humble.
See a fair few of these men's pitchers with the sticky rag, but doesn't look like Vandergrant uses one. Is that? Doesn't look like he's got one on him now, but so we see a good strikeout there.
Yeah, if you definitely use the sticky rag, personal preference really, I guess. Can't say I've used Caleb use it before. Can't say I've noticed. Good piece of the ball. You can hear Byron shouting no room. So James trots back on over to his corner over there.
Made a lot of ground trying to get to that one, Riley James. In the end, it's just a long strike.
So the number 6 hitter, Troy Hotira up at the plate. Shows bunt and foul ball. So good team batting there. Good strategy. Advance that runner from second over to third on the bunt. try and take Queensland by surprise a little bit, especially the corners. Riley James playing a bit back, same with Aiden Champneys too, so dropping that surprise run is always good. Change up. Flared out into left field. Cody Smith tagging, but taken comfortably again by Nick Crouch, the left fielder.
Did well to ensure the runner stayed on 2 there as well. He was ready to rocket that across to 3 if the leadoff runner, batter Cody Smith, tried to go.
Good to see that Victoria trying to base run aggressively as well. So tagging up on a short fly ball left field, in case you wanted to run, was always very, very aggressive.
Number 31, Bailey Dodds in the batter's box for Victoria now.
Good hard down ball there by Vandergrant, getting ahead on 1 very quickly. Waste no time after getting the second out. That one, a few balls off the plate that time. Little check swing, little dribbler, but foul ball. It'll be key for Victoria to notch a win against Queensland today. And again, for Queensland, they're trying to continue their hot streak, so winning this game will definitely give them the edge in this tournament so far.
I have to say this is the quietest offensively we've seen Queensland being held. So Victoria doing a great job staying in this game.
That one gets past Byron Humble behind the dish, and Cody advances another 60 feet over there to third base. Just asking for a new ball.
So it gets very interesting now. There are 2 away, but runner over on third base. That's a tying run currently on third. Top of 4. 2 and 2. Plate umpire confirms the count. I think this rain will be affecting Vandergrant and his ability to grip the ball. Or
Could be, yeah. Pitching with wet ball is always annoying. Probably the biggest thing, because you can't get that good grip that you would normally with a dry ball.
Yeah, and even after drying it with the towel, it still sort of comes back with that little bit of slip on it.
So, yeah, pitching with a wet ball, always a little bit of less movement, less speed, because you don't want to overthrow the ball and throw it everywhere. So,
we had Darren Sibra on the commentary for the Open Men's Grand Final talking about the grips and the rags with the substances and stuff on it, and it's all about the safety. Last thing we want is that speed of ball coming in wild. Called third strike there. Have another look at that pitch. Not sure what pitch that was, but it does retire this Victorian batting lineup. See if that swung or not. Straight up called third strike.
so we'll go to the bottom of the 4th now. Queensland trying to improve on their 1-run lead. And we're back here. Lead off out of Nick Gurman. Took that diving catch out in right field early on in this game. See if he can do something just as cool with the bat. So getting into the middle stages of this game, and Jack is still working very efficiently. Like we said earlier, this Queensland team can hit, and so far there's been nothing to show for it. So good pitching and catching, that is, good calling from the battery. That one driven out to the right centre field gap. Sam Siege dives and he stops the ball but on the bounce. So great job by the centre fielder number 71 to cut down a potential double.
Sam Seach out there. Lovely hit in the end by Gurman.
Good hard line drive. Way to get on base, Nick Gurman. That brings up to the plate Alex Duncalf.
And for the second innings in a row, Queensland get that lead off on base.
Shows bunt and pops the bunt up.
And safely in the back fence.
Bit angry with himself there, Alex. See if they try for the bunt again. Corners are still playing relatively back. Anything to advance that runner from first, get him into scoring position for the top of the lineup to come up. So, showing bunt again, and another pop-up.
Catcher gets it one-handed off the fence, but unfortunately backyard rules don't count here. So, no one hand, one
Style
bounce.
point spot.
Yeah.
So quickly 0-2 now on Alex. Just looking to put the ball in play at this point.
Yeah, highly doubt we'll see another bunt here because if he fouls that one off, he will be out.
That
That's
one's sharply hit.
Oh, called foul. Called foul. Plate umpire calls foul. Have another look in the replay. Not sure if we got the switch fast enough. That went like an absolute rocket off the bat. See what Duncalf does here. Yeah. Foul ball. I'm just going to go with the plate umpire there because I've got no idea.
So still 0-2 on Duncalf. Riding inside near the letters. So 1-2. Alex, a very dangerous young hitter, as we know. I think we'll see Alex in this team for a while. Swinging, but he just nicks the ball.
It's one of the younger players in this team.
Yeah, one of the very. He's still got to play under 18s next year as well.
Oh, wow.
So
Definitely a youngster of the bunch. Great experience for him to come into this team so early.
Alex also plays baseball at a quite high level as well. Played for Australia, went over to the United States, and he was just in Taiwan for Baseball Queensland. That one chopped up the middle. That one gets through. Nick Gurman rounding towards three. Almost falls over the big train. But we have runners on the coast now for Queensland. So Queensland got something brewing, and the top of the lineup is now up with Kynan Malander. So great batting there by Alex Duncalf, moving his runner from first all the way to third.
Yeah, we saw there as Gurman was rounding 2, got a bit of the speed wobbles. But the centre fielder choosing to hang on to it instead of firing across to 3 to ensure that runner didn't go from 1 to 2.
See what Queensland does now offensively, whether Alex is going to run and Victoria will play the cut play, or Nick Gamble will try and force something. We'll see.
Right, swinging straight up. Fouls that one off for strike 1.
Yeah, Milanda's staying very aggressive. Try to stay locked in. Get on base any way you can. And more importantly, score that runner. It's only about 20 metres away from them. Shows bunt, but nothing going on. So yep, Victoria playing the cut play, second base coming in behind the pitcher. Try and cut the throw off if need be.
Good pitch though for a called strike. So 0-2 on the batter now limits his options a little bit.
Chopped up the middle, second baseman, and it deflects off his glove, and Alex is pushing to 3. He gets down, and Kynan also moves up to second base. So Queensland very, very aggressive base running. That was only a soft ground ball up the middle. That second baseman couldn't get the glove to. And that scored a run. Alex went coast to coast, and Milanda also got to 2 on that play. So
Very stylish spin out of his slide there. I can understand why he's called Hollywood. Puts a bit of a show on there.
Hollywood. He's going to be watching this back later, I'll tell him.
See, just the slight deflection there was enough, and very aggressive base running from this Queensland side. As Corey List steps into the left-handed batter's box with runners on 2 and 3 and none out so far.
So Corey List grounding that one foul. 0-1. Still Queensland's only Queensland's second run. So
Definitely still anyone's game. Victoria, we have seen them capable of putting a lot of runs on the board quickly.
of course, just like that game yesterday against ACT, Jara Robinson home run. Jack Hotita Moana following straight after that. It was a grand slam as well.
Oh, a little bunt from List.
Spin, throw to first, coming down, and they score another run.
So the sack bunt works perfectly by Corey List. He gets the runner home.
So very, very good textbook softball from Queensland. Putting the bunt down to advance runners and score runners. So great job, Listy.
Definitely those squeeze plays you see a lot in the women's game. Not quite as often utilised in the men's game, but Queensland showing they do have the versatility to hit big or push those squeeze plays.
That's what makes this Queensland team very successful. I mean, this team's won, I think, seven, like the last 7 under 23 Laing Harrow Shields.
Yeah, I think they are going for number 8 this year. All comes down, anyone can do it, so they will have to play their best if they want to take it home for the 8th year.
Yeah, won their first of the dynasty back in 2017, being played here. Team led by Marshall Cronk. I believe Brandon Goffer was also on this team, so Shannon is actually coaching, Shannon Goffer. The middle brother, and then Ethan, the youngest, he's playing on this team as well.
Yeah, Goffer is a big name in softball up here in southeast Queensland.
Eldest brother Sean played for Australia at the 2015 World Championship over in Canada.
Ollie James has a big cut at that one. That's strike 3 and the second out. So a big scalp there for Victoria.
Yeah, very big out. Great pitch. You see that one in the dirt. Yeah, way to get Riley James, probably one of their hotter sticks on this team. But still no easier with Aiden Champneys straight into the plate. So 2 out now and 3-0 so far for Queensland. Goes that curveball down and away.
I think Mum Fiona is one of the officials here as well.
I think she is.
That's Mum Fiona Goffer for those of you at home.
Ashley Goff is also roaming around Redlands. Saw him before. He was the captain of the under-23 team last year. And he was the run that scored to win the game for Queensland.
So he just aged out this year now, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, I believe he just aged out. I think he's also in the Patriots this year as well. So they'll be playing, I think, in March. Aiden Champney's pretty uncharacteristic swing there. Looks like he's trying to put the ball out towards us.
I think he's coming for you with that swing.
Not often do you see Aiden take a swing like that.
Usually pretty disciplined in the box.
Very disciplined. Great eye, good hands. Chops that one. Foul. Looks like Dan Dobe out there, left field outside the batting cage, cooking up a storm. It's Steve List. So, go get your sausages.
Tell you what, it's not bad barbecue weather. A little bit cooler. Definitely much nicer conditions, apart from the wet for the players. Definitely a better temperature to play at than yesterday.
Now there's action in the Victorian bullpen with, looks like Matt Bedwell getting loose.
As that pitch was in the dirt. Full count now, ball 3, strike 2.
So Hollywood standing over there at third base. And Champneys facing the 3-2 pitch from the lefty.
So fouls that one away again. Count remains unchanged. Ball 3, strike 2. Just reconnecting our scoreboard here to get that back up, but it is a full count, 3-2. Oh, hit by pitch there.
Up and in, got him in the shoulder. Able to turn back, but that still might leave a mark. The runners at first and third again for Queensland. Caleb Vandergrant, the pitcher, is up at the plate. 2 down. Victoria need 1 more out to get out of this inning. Still 3.
Sorry, time being called here by Victoria. Not sure if we'll see a change.
Maybe just to visit out the mound, calm down Jack. Reset, regroup, and get this third out. Always tends when you're chasing that 1 out, that thing starts to fall out of hand. You have 2 down and then the inning just continues on for ages. Definitely been in that situation before. It's pretty annoying, but it's always helpful when your coach comes out, settles things down, you regroup, you come out, throw a good pitch and get out of the inning.
So definitely be looking to try and get a good pitch in first up here. On, is it Vandergrant in, I believe? No. Yeah, Caleb Vandergrant.
Throw down to 2, and they've got him.
Oh, he's pulled out of the run, realised he wasn't going to make it there, and pretty easy out there for Victoria in the end. So they get out of this innings. We'll head into the top of 5. Queensland leading Victoria 3-0.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th, so starting to get into the late stages of this game.
William Cronk will start things off here for Victoria.
And that one's driven up to second base. Corey Liss, pretty comfortable, and 4-3 put out at first base.
Good movement there from Liss to get across to that one.
All the kids watching at home, that's how you field a ball. Textbook goes across, eyes over the ball, alligator hands, and makes a good throw over first base. So that brings up the number 9 hitter, Jordan Baker. Good low lifter to start him off. So Caleb Vandergren been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. It's been key in keeping this Victorian team to no runs.
Yeah, the Victorian batter's not yet keen to go after that first pitch of Vandergren.
Oh, and that one's shot like a rocket out towards left field. That's a solid single there by Jordan Baker.
Got under the glove of Riley. Got across a long way, but not quite enough to ream that one in. So back to the top of the order for Victoria with Samuel Seach. Did get on in his last at-bat courtesy of an error through shortstop.
So with that lead-off single, courtesy of Jordan Baker, this could be the start of something for Victoria. Bullpen action since has ceased from Queensland, so it looks like they'll be sticking with Vandergren for now.
Oh, I think he went. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Nice pitch, gets a wave out of Seach. Down ball in the dirt, leaves that one alone. 2-1 quickly here. Change up again, out in front.
Good off-pace pitch there from Vandergren.
So he went to the off speed again. So it looked like Sam Seach was waiting for the hard stuff, which is fair enough considering the fact that Vandergren has been primarily working off his drop ball and low lifter in this game. But we have a timeout now called by head coach Isaac Smith. We do have the heart of Victoria's lineup coming up, so Robinson, Hatita, Smith and Ferraro. So this could be a strategic conference here to suss out what these boys are going to do, their game plan to attack Jai.
Yeah, Queensland do have 2 away here in this innings.
Alex Suncalf flashing me the leather. Looks like he's got a bigger glove. I don't think he's used to wearing a glove that big.
So Queensland with 2 out, but Victoria do have a base runner, and coming into very strong section of their batting lineup with Jai Robinson.
So down ball there for first ball. Victoria very loud and active in their dugout.
Who's going to go? Oh, I think that got him. No, says the umpire at 2. Oh, that's a close call. I thought he might have got him there.
You can hear the whole stadium just get really loud there.
Let's have a look here. It was a slight fumble. Great pick up and throw.
Oh.
No, I think she got it right there. Might have got under the tag. Runner in scoring position now either way for Victoria. 2 out here and a 2-0 count on Robinson. Oh, did he go there? They're going to check. Yes, says first base umpire. First strike there on Robinson.
So both dugouts very loud and active now. Especially since we're getting into the late stages of this game. Top of the 5th. Only a 3-0 lead. This is the first low lead that Queensland have held this tournament, having blowout wins against New South Wales and ACT, and South Australia for that matter.
I feel like this is a pretty important innings for Victoria. If they can get something across the plate and open their account, it really could blow this game wide open.
And sway the momentum towards Victoria's side. That one,
shallow, it's going to land. And there it is. Victoria have opened their account with a lovely single out to left field by Jai Robinson.
So yeah, RBI single by Jai Robinson. Didn't do too much there. Just put the bat on the ball and was able to find a hole out there in the grass. And that's what they say, if you can hit the grass, you can score a run. So that's exactly what happened. Victoria have notched their first run in this game, courtesy of Jai Robinson's bloop single. And let's see if that's the start of momentum shift for Victoria.
Doesn't get any easier for Queensland.
So more action in Victoria's bullpen. Down ball left alone, and that's a ball.
See, still no action in Queensland though. They are happy to stick with Caleb Vandergren for now. Has been doing a good job through this whole game.
So historically, Jai Robinson and Jack Latidamwana have been working very well together. Jai Robinson seems to hit one good, and then Jack seems to follow that up. So let's see what happens here. They go to the check.
No swing, says the third base umpire. I think that's Mindy Dobson out there.
Mindy Dobson from Redcliffe. Recently levelled up at under 18s Nationals, which is very cool. Good on her.
I have to say, I think she's one of my favourite umpires, Mindy.
Loves to have a chat. It's good.
And Vandergrant with the walk there. So all of a sudden now the tying run sitting on first base for Victoria.
go-ahead run at the plate, so Cody Smith doesn't get any easier.
So struck out in his first at bat, and a slow dribbler back to the pitcher to get on base in his last at bat. So hasn't hit his full straps in this game yet. Now would be one of the best times for his team if he can do it.
Leads off with a curve change. That's a beautiful pitch. It's always good if you can vary your speeds as a pitcher, especially if you're throwing hard all the time. It's pretty easy for good teams, to get onto you. But if you can vary your speeds, change it up, throw up, down, in, out, you're bound to keep teams off balance.
Almost gets him to swing at that one, but able to hold the bat head back. 1-1 now the count. Definitely probably the biggest test Queensland have faced so far.
Gets by Byron there, skips to the back net, and both runners advance 60 feet, so 2 runners in scoring position now for Victoria. Good 2-down rally here by Vic as well.
Vandergrant just taking his time here. Ball 2, strike 1, 2 away, but Victoria with runners on 2 and 3.
Down ball low and away. So Victoria's bench all up now. You can see them cheering on Cody Smith.
Just feels like a bit of a momentum shift has occurred.
It does, yeah.
And another walk for Vandergrant.
So like I was saying before, when you have 2 outs, and it's one of those innings where it takes for ages just to get that 1 out, chasing an out. So timeout called by Queensland here. Ethan Goffer's going back out to get loose again. But yeah, strategic timeout. Give Caleb a rest, give him a chance to reset and get this last out.
Loaded bases with Marcus Ferraro to step up to the plate. He hit a grand slam in yesterday's game for Victoria. He'll be looking to try and do that again, I'm sure.
I'd say he'd be feeling really good stepping into the box with runners at first, second and third, especially considering what he did yesterday.
You think here with the speed, especially on second base, if he can find some grass here, this game could be levelled up before we know it.
Of course. Then he hit out into the gap, especially wet grass too, so outfielders are going to have to make their throws good on the way back in. See Caleb a little bit, almost looks a little bit rattled here. Uncharacteristic for him.
I think that's 5 or 6 balls in a row here now for Vandergrant. He's walked the last 2 batters.
He's been pretty good throwing first pitch strikes, but yeah, this Victorian team has just come out fully now.
And that bench just gets louder and louder. Queensland see if they can pick up here.
So Caleb looking to escape the inning, as well as this whole Queensland team.
You'd have to say, based on everything going on right now, the momentum is definitely with Victoria. And a 3-0 count too. So Vandergrant not wanting to put too much ball over the plate against Marcus Ferraro, but with a 3-0 count and loaded bases. Called strike there on the inside. So a good comeback pitch there from Vandergrant. See if he can build on that.
Yeah, good zip too. That came out hard. So Caleb looking to locate here, and Marcus looking for anything close that he can put the bat on ball.
That's a great pitch to get him swinging at that one.
Good down ball inside. Yep, just fell away. Down balls inside, I feel hard, very, very hard pitches to hit, especially ones that tail in. Caleb's does tail in as well, so falling down and in to a right-handed batter is pretty effective.
Yeah, that'd work well with a left-hander too, falling down and away. Oh, that's a great pitch. No, not called. Oh, that's a walk. Unlucky for Vandergrant there. Might have been outside. Let's have a look at the replay on that one. It's definitely not far off. Oh, high. High, says the umpire. Yep, and signalled it straight away. Said too high. So that's a walk, and Victoria now within one run of levelling this game up.
50-50 pitches, but yep. So Troy up to bat now. Bases are still loaded. Still 2 down for Queensland, but Victoria creeping up.
They're within one run of tying this ball game up now. Slow roller back to the pitcher, a little fumble, but still gets the out. So Vandergrant does well in the end. It doesn't give up on the play.
Yeah, recovers well from that one. Had a bit of time actually to flip the ball on over to first, but Queensland escaped that innings. They're going to have to bat now to evade being caught up by this Victorian team who don't give up.
Yeah, I don't think 3 runs is going to be enough for Queensland here. They're going to have to put some on the board. Heading into the bottom of 5, Queensland leading Victoria 3-2.
How's it supposed to feel? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive?
Looks like we have some changes now for the Victorian side going into the bottom of the 5th. So Matt Bedwell has come onto pitch. Catcher still stays the same. Cody Smith has moved from first base over to the other side, so third base. And Jack is still in this game, the lefty. He's playing first base now. So Matt Bedwell was at the under-18 camp as well last year with a lot of us. Good pitcher, throws hard, and he throws well. He came away with Best Pitcher Award last year at under-18 Nationals down in Perth. And he did the majority of the second half of the grand final last year against Queensland. So he's faced this team before. Good down ball there, but left alone by Caleb. So it's always hard when you're fresh into a game to find the zone. But Bedwell does it well, so I'm counting on him to start throwing some good strikes. There's one, but that's there. That's rocketed down to left field. Troy throws it into the cup, and Caleb with a stand-up double on the third pitch at the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Caleb will enjoy that after battling through a tough pitching innings. He comes out and sends an absolute line drive out to left field very nicely.
So it looks like we have a change for Queensland as well in the batting order. Looks like Hayden Dove, number 69, is coming in.
For Byron Humble.
So it could be a pinch hit, might not be, because Hayden's also a catcher. So we'll see what Isaac does here. This is lineup. Looks like Ethan Goff is also on deck, so we'll see another change too. So Dobby, as they call him, just like Dobby the elf from Harry Potter, batting now with a runner scoring position at second base. So yeah, this home plate umpire definitely not calling anything high, but it's good because she's consistent for both sides.
So just confirming those changes, Matthew Bedwell has come in for Bailey Dodds and has come in to pitch. Called strike there
Nice
on
spot.
Dobbs. So yeah, Matthew Bedwell will come into pitch. The original pitcher, Jack, will go across to first base, and first base, Cody Smith, is moved across to third base. Holds his hands back.
So again, called strike. Dobby maybe just questioning those lines, seeing where the ball lies, how far out it is, how far up, and where the umpire's zone is, which is always good. Good communication with the umpire.
Yeah, definitely okay to communicate. It's all about just doing it in the right way.
Of course.
And that pitch looks suspiciously similar to the one before it.
So Dobby goes down looking for the first out of Victoria. This is probably the fifth. So Matt Bedwell, way to come in, get a strikeout.
Got another change here. Looks like Goffer will be coming in. Ethan Goffer coming in for Nick Crouch. And we'll wait and see if any of these are pinch hits or if they're just straight changes. Ethan Goffer has been warming up in the bullpen.
Last year the national championships was at Hume, and the wind there is insane. So I was actually pitching against Ethan, and he has quite a number against me. He always manages to put me out. So threw the pitch right where he liked it, and he gave it a ride. But because of the wind, the sheer intensity of the wind, it held up in the air. So got an out from that. But obviously he wasn't happy because he knew it was gone. But it's always good facing Ethan. So let's see what I can do with the bat here against Bedwell.
I'm sure you wouldn't have mentioned that to him at all over the last. Oh, can't help it. Chases that rise ball. Jumps ahead. Bedwell to an 0-2 count. One out here. Vandergrant still on second base for Queensland. Just gets rid of that one. Does Goffer? Count remains. No balls, 2 strikes on Goffer, so can't afford to let anything close go past.
So Matt Bedwell just rejigging the signals there. The 0-2. Ethan Goffer, hard line drive out towards centre field. Caleb Vandergrant rounding third, and he's coming home. He trots home, and Ethan Goffer has himself an RBI single. So Ethan Goffer, very hard line drive. Take a look at the replay on that one. You can see up at his belt, I believe, and he just turns on it, hits it straight up the middle. So
As the pitch comes in now on the replay, yep, high in the zone, and I think he was licking his lips as that pitch came through.
good timing there as well. So Ethan finds himself at first base. Queensland now leading by 2.
Didn't try and hit it too hard either, just went with the pitch nicely.
He's very good at that, poking base hits, but he pokes it with a lot of power as well. So good hitting there by Ethan. And good comeback pitch by Matt Bedwell there for the first strike. Goes upstairs, checks down towards first base.
No swing, says first base umpire. This is Nick Gurman in the batter's box.
So we've got quite the crowd watching here today. So Agro, the big man Troy Forsman from Wynnum, Alex Duncalf's dad, Chris. Got a few up in the stands on the left side. Dan and Hayley Dobe from Redlands, they're down there cooking up a storm.
Sure, we'll see more and more people flooding through as the week goes on.
Can only imagine once it gets to the weekend there'll be heaps of people here watching.
Absolutely, the atmosphere will be amazing. Gets a little bit of paint on that one, fouls it off, stays alive here, 2-2. Weather's only supposed to get better and better as the week rolls on. I think we did well to get out of not missing any game time today. Just some light sprinkling showers, probably enough to annoy the players, but that's about it.
Fields held up well, very well.
There's another cracking shot. Oh, it's gone through the legs of the centre fielder. Goffer's going to round 3, coming home. That's a stand-up double. Goffer gets across the plate nicely.
Yeah, we see on that play almost basically the same as Ethan Goffer's hit. So Nick Gurman doing well. Line drive straight up the middle. And that ball must have skipped or something because Sam Seach doesn't normally do that. So that just got underneath his glove. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, good drop ball. And
Probably just skidded along the grass. It's still damp out there.
you can see Ethan coming all the way round. So
And this is what this Queensland batting lineup can do. All the momentum was with Victoria, and they've just come out and just some great hard team at bats here, and Queensland have put it back into their favour.
So AD up to batting now. That one skips past Marcus and Nick Gurman trotting on over to third base. You can see the wild pitch. So yeah, Jane, Queensland have regained whatever momentum went to Victoria's side. And yeah, they're starting to string together hits, which is good. Which is what we've seen from Queensland over day 1.
I think because they're able to do it so often, we kind of just come to expect it. As that one is rocketed down right field, it's fair.
Alex Duncalf, that one gets into the corner. Jordan Baker out to the cut. Alex is pushing to 3. And Alex, stand up triple RBI 2. So great hitting there from the youngster. Coming off hot, off an under-18 national championship as well, like I've mentioned before. And yeah, he's holding his own.
You would not pick him to be still in the under-18s the way he is playing here at the 23s. Just like that, Queensland have jumped out to a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Doesn't get any easier as we go back to the top of the order. Kynan Melander.
Feels like we were all playing under 14s and this guy was still like playing A grade. So Alex, great hitting.
Incredible momentum shift here by Queensland with the sticks. Still plenty of time left in this game, only the bottom of the 5th.
It's almost like that surge of an inning by Victoria has woken Queensland up a little bit. Forced them to actually start hitting the ball, scoring runs.
Yeah, get back into this game. Start. Another gap is found, this time between third and short. So another RBI single here for Queensland.
Yeah, great hitting. So all singles thus far.
Except for Duncalf's triple.
Except for that, yeah.
I think he'll. Don't think he'll appreciate you turning his triple into a single.
He'd probably tell me after.
Corey List in the batter's box.
So in the dirt there, Bebo trying to come back.
And held it well. So Corey hasn't had a chance in this game to have a real chop at a pitch yet. He got hit by the pitch ball. He's had a walk and a great sack bunt so far. So no real opportunity to have a big chop at anything. Let's see what he can do here. Goes. Oh, the throw is up and away. Well stolen base there from Melander.
Great job by Jar Robinson to get up to that ball as well. Keep Melander over there at second base. Corey hit a home run as well against South Australia on Diamond 2 in yesterday's game, so he'll be looking to do something with the bat here.
One of a number of left-handed batters Queensland have in their lineup between Corey, Riley James, Ethan Goffer, Duncalf as well.
Oh, Duncalf wishes.
Oh, sorry.
Nah.
Chops that one, finds the grass between the infield and the outfield. Great running there. Get home. So another RBI single. And
Yeah, this Queensland team, it's almost like their hitting is contagious. One person gets on, the next person comes up, hits a single, the next person comes up, hits a triple. It looks like it's like everyone's trying to get a bat in this game.
bit of internal rivalry within the team maybe,
Yeah.
trying to get some bragging rights going. Riley James is another one. Hasn't had a hit yet in this game. Pretty unconventional for him. See if he can change that here. Victoria searching for that second out. Runner on one. Time being called here. Looks like third base has come across to have a little chat to the pitcher.
So, yep, the winning run, courtesy of the run-ahead rule, is at first base. So Corey Lewis, if he scores in this inning, that should be game.
It's amazing how quickly a game can turn. At the top of this very innings, we were talking about Victoria taking over. And now Victoria staring down the barrel of a go-ahead early exit, as we learnt yesterday from Darren Sibra. I don't call it the mercy rule anymore, as Riley James fouls that off up third baseline. It's called the go-ahead, I think he called it, wasn't it?
Yeah, run ahead, go
Run ahead, yep. Long and the short of it is, if Queensland can get up by 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th here, it will be all said and done. One away and a dangerous bat in the batter's box of Riley James. Hasn't had a hit in this game yet, though. Definitely worth a replay, that one, I think. Has come off the fence and back into the back of Riley James's head. Lovely falcon there as we reset. Let's have another look.
Checking on the helmet now.
So he just does a spin, walks away, and straight on the back of the head. Leave one there for your teammates to show you later, Riley. No concussion test for that one. 1 and 2 the count. It's like, oh, well picked up by the pitcher.
Yeah, good stab by the pitcher. Bevel just put his glove up and found glove and looked at the runner, but Corey was already heading to 2, so got the out at 1, and that's Victoria's first out.
Second out, I
Second
believe,
out.
yeah. So Hayden Derby went down watching.
Yes, yeah.
So walk off now on second base, or the go ahead, as Aiden Champneys in the batter's box. Watches that one sail over the zone. So if he can find some grass here, you'd think it would be a good night, but Victoria won't go down easily.
Looks like Hayden Gillette's on deck, so DOS.
This game just ticking over the 2-hour mark. Fouls that one into his own leg. So these games at the 23 Nationals, not timed, they're just straight 7 innings.
At least it wasn't like the Open Women's, the grand final day, how that game got set back.
8 hours, I think it was
Yeah.
rain delayed. Yeah,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And they were playing in the fog, and then they had lights go out, and then had everything.
I think they had rain. They had a failure with the lights. Then some fog came through, and then they had to break for sun delay.
Well, I mean, these Victorians would know all about it.
Absolutely.
4 seasons in one day.
4 seasons in about 8 hours. They had in
Yeah.
the Gillies Shield.
Down there at Waverley.
Queensland did well to get through that, make the final. This
That
has come
one's-
out towards us.
So Sammy Sheets tracks that well, and that retires the side for Queensland. Not before scoring a boatload of runs, so they're going to have to go back out again, as it's not run ahead rule yet. But looks like Ethan Goffer has got the call to come on and close this game out. So going to the top of 6, last couple of innings.
Yeah, with Queensland up 8-2.
Back to the top 6. We have a couple of changes now for Ethan Goffer on the pitch. Catching The altitude that's left here in November. So good start there by Milkman. Change up, and that's deposited out into left field. Alex Suncalf getting it back in very quickly, but Matt Bedwell, no way to hit a lead-off single. Some more movement in the bullpen. Looks like Blake Turner's coming up. James Allen Walker. Blake Turner definitely getting loose. So I had the music on a little bit too long. Jane's actually just gone and she's fixing the camera out the back because it's turned off. So she should be back any minute with that back camera rolling. But for now, we're just going to rely on the center field camera. There's that change up, leaves it high.
Yeah, mate.
So we've got that back camera up and running now, as you can see there.
If you're comfortable doing so, you should have 2, 3, and 4.
There's 4 there.
It's the one doing that first base.
So swinging strike there. Ethan Goffer working hard with that down ball. So thanks to Jane for getting that camera up and running. It's definitely a very intensive system that in-camera's got running here. That one's popped up, Byron, and it ricochets off the top back net and comes back down to Byron, but foul ball nonetheless.
Apologies for that issue with the camera. Someone is grounded second base, tags, tries the double, not in time though.
Good fielding there by Corey Listow to get the runner from first. But we have runners on the coast now for Victoria.
Catch up in the second
with Sammy Seach in the box now.
So back to the top of the order for Victoria.
Starts him off with a good change-up.
Called strike one. Swing and a miss there for a 0-2 count.
So yeah, good change-up, good rise ball off that change-up too. That's come back towards us, out towards Caleb Vandergren on the warning track, takes that one in nicely.
Great catch out in centre field here from Vandergrant. Victoria do get the run in as a result. As we see number 22 step into the batter's box for Victoria, Jai Robinson.
So yeah, good sack fly there by Sammy Seach, scores a run for 3. So Victoria staying in this game.
Not a bad pitch, think a bit outside though from Goffer. So quite an adjustment here for these batters, change in pace and amount of movement as well coming from Vandergrant to Goffer.
So Blake Turner still warming up over there in left field. Takes that one upstairs, so Jai Robinson picks a walk, runners at first and second now for Victoria. Goff just trying to figure out where the zone is.
Too high, said plate umpire. Runners on 1 and 2. So that elusive third out once again proving difficult.
So Jack will take him one back up at the plate. The lefty.
Grounds that towards second base. Well picked up by Liss, but can't keep his feet. Gonna have a go at home though. Gets him by a mile.
That's a nice play. Corey diving almost to his left, but losing his footing trying to come up to throw first base.
As we see in the replay there.
They did really well to recover, and the frame of mind to throw home, to look at that runner and then pin him out. Great throw off the knees too.
Yeah, that was an absolute cannon from the knees to get to home to secure that third out. So we will head into bottom of 6 with Queensland leading 8-3.
So then the pitching change here for Victoria. So Matt Bedwell has come off and Zane Davies looks like he's come on in his place. Number 64. So his first battle will be Hayden Doss Gillette from Rockhampton as well.
Strike one there for Gillett. Oh, sorry, it's... So he's come in for Aiden Champneys, is that right? Yeah. Fouls that one off.
Aggressive swing. Good to see. I'll try to get on top of this new pitcher late in the game. So under the lights now, starting to get darker.
There's rocketed foul up first baseline.
Almost gets a piece of Shannon Goffer.
Oh, and to his count nonetheless, though. Grounds that one, finds the gap out into left field.
Great single through that 5-6 hole. And Hayden Gillette finds himself aboard, number 5.
Next into the bat will be Caleb Vandergrant. Looks like it might be a re-entry of Aiden Champneys. Not sure.
Yeah, so Hayden Champney's over there at first base, been re-entered for. So good pinch hit. And Byron Humble now up at the dish. Takes that one outside for ball 1.
So Hayden Gillett actually pinched hit for Caleb Vandergrant.
Oh.
And that's Vandergrant back out over on first. And Byron Humble looks like a re-entry back in from Hayden Dovey, who pinched hit for him in the last bat. And that is gone deep into right field. Backs up, takes a good catch. Vandergrant will go to 2 though.
So when to advance the runner, Byron Humble, yep. Fly out towards right field, Jordan Baker, but Jordan Baker got it in very quickly.
And bring in Ethan Goffer.
Nice lead off there, outer half of the plate for strike 1.
Had a great low hard hit out into the outfield in his first at bat. Albeit against a different pitcher, however. Grounds that one well picked up by first base. He'll get the put out at 1. Does advance. Vandergrant over to 3 though.
I think the cool part about this Queensland team is that most of them have been playing together since they were in that under 15 age group. So actually most, if not all of this team, apart from the young ones, they've all been playing together and they've all grown up playing either against each other or on the same team. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons for their success at this tournament over the past however many years. And so, you know, it shows, like they play good softball, they get around each other, and they're very good at stringing together hits and staying up or bouncing back, being resilient when they're down. that was showcased today actually when Victoria had that slight advantage with the momentum. So it looks like Kobe White stepped in the box now, so he must be
Pinch hitting for Gurman, that
yep.
looks. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see as these players get older and head into that open men's, whether they can continue that success. There's a lot of talent across the other states in that open men's category.
Definitely.
Kobe White fouls that first one off. Lets that one go outside for a 1-on-1 count. Play a lot of softball together too. It's not just at these rep things,
yep.
It's clubland as well. Both summer and winter season, they all sort of seem to travel around.
And that's a good part about playing softball up, like especially here in Brisbane, we have the luxury of being able to play all year round. So you've got summer comps down at Redcliffe, Ipswich, and you have winter here at Redlands.
Wynnum, is that also
And Wynnum,
winter?
yeah, Winton.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wynnum.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, we all play all year round, which I'm not sure if it's the same case for the other states, but
Definitely not the case for regional Queensland.
yeah, no.
Naomi Mackay only play a winter comp. Rocky, I think, is similar. There's Kobe White, swing and a miss. That will be the third out. So we will head into the top of seventh. This is Victoria's last chance to try and get these runs back. They are trailing 8-3. So top of the seventh here, pretty straightforward equation. Victoria need at least 5 runs, if not more. If Queensland can shut them out before that happens, they will have this game. Great start there from Goffard. This is, looks like Cody Smith in the batter's box. Goffard jumps out to an 0-2 lead early in this count.
Ethan Goffer working very well in relief. Only 1 run charged against him thus far. Gets some swing on the down ball. So Cody will be looking to get on base, spark something, reignite some of that momentum that Victoria had going for them early on.
Yeah, in the 5th innings there, they had a lot of good momentum. Nearly took the game ahead.
Yeah. So he'll be looking to lead from the front, lead from the lead-off spot, get on, hopefully spark something so that they can make a comeback in what could be their final inning.
Slow roller to shortstop, fires it across. Lovely out there from Queensland. Textbook 6-3.
So unfortunate there from the lead-off guy. But having said that, it's still the middle of their lineup, so it's not over till it's over. But that brings up to the plate Marcus Ferraro.
No stranger to a big hit or two when his team needs it.
Yep, so Kobe White's now out there in replace of Nick Gammon. He's fielding as well.
One and one account for Goffer.
These Queensland boys getting behind Ethan on the bench. You can see Lincoln Walk giving Ethan a crack, as that one's given a ride out towards Alex Duncalf, but he tracks that well, takes that in for the second out, and Victoria now down to their final out in this game.
Yeah, good hit there from Ferraro, but just couldn't quite get enough bat on it.
Take a look at that backdrop, the sun peeking through the clouds, pretty nice.
Yeah, after a, I'd almost call it Melburnian weather, off and on rain. One up and over for ball one. Not a bad view to finish a softballing day, that.
No, definitely not.
Tries to get that inside corner, can't find it though.
So Troy Hotita-Moana trying to avoid being the last out in this game, and Ethan Goffer, on the other hand, trying to make him the last out of this game. So we'll see what happens here. Nice pitch there, the 2-1.
Yeah, you just don't want to be the final out. It is a team sport and it's a whole team effort, but just something about being that third out. So he goes ahead to a 3-1 lead in this count. Let's see what Goffer can do. Oh, that's a fat pitch.
Those are right down the heart of the plate, and we have a full count, 3-2. Queensland leading 8-3.
Can't find that inside corner. That will be a walk for Troy.
So a bit of 2-out life here, with Troy picking a walk.
Brings in Matthew Bedwell. No, sorry. Zane Davies steps into the batter's box. Replace Matthew Bedwell on the pitcher's plate in the last innings. He'll also come in and get a bat. Just can't quite find that low inside corner here. Two inside.
Yeah, that one just dropping a bit too far inside. Ethan just got to put it close, but on the plate, and let him use his field to get the final out.
Slow roller to shortstop, he attacks it, and in his haste, a slight misfield. Is that the little momentum shift that Victoria are chasing?
Could be looking at a potential 2-down rally here for Victoria. You know, anything's possible, especially in softball. Momentum can shift like that. So
all it takes is a little bit of luck your way and some good play, and you are on your way.
they can't count out these Victorians just yet, even though we do have 2 down.
William Cronk steps into the batter's box. So he got a walk in his last at bat, a couple of ground outs before that. What can he spark here? Tries to take a bit more pace off it there, Goffer, but flies it high over the zone. Again, up and over for a 2-0 count. So Goffer just needs to reset a little bit here if he can. That one is skied. It's going to be on the bounce. Runner's going to come into home. Gets cut off by Goffer. And there's the first run of this 7th innings. And Victoria just keep it going here. This 3rd out is proving elusive.
Yeah, like you said before, it's not over till it's over. And just takes one. So that could be the spark that Victoria need just to keep the inning going. At least tie up the game and then go force extras. We'll go into the bottom of the 7th at least. But Victoria, yeah, just can't count them out. So Queensland in a conference here.
Shannon Goffer coming out to chat to just try and break this momentum more than anything, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. Letting Ethan know that he's all good. Just throw it over the plate and get one more out. So Jordan Baker steps up to the plate now. Took a good catch out there just before.
He had a single to second base and a single out to left field, so he's 2 from 3 in this game so far.
Yeah, good hitting.
Especially from your number 9.
Yeah, you see Byron Humble just trying to frame that, but just a little bit too low. Good frame nonetheless.
Time being called here. Just going to confirm the signals.
Maybe trying to get on the same page. Maybe Cody Smith can see the signals. Maybe they're switching to multiple. Could be anything. Or Byron could be telling Ethan off. So hit your spot, bro.
Yeah, could be telling Ethan might be shaking him off a little bit more than he appreciates.
Yeah. So yeah, get on the same page and go at Jordan.
His third out proving very elusive throughout this match. It's up and away. I doubt that's what he would have been asking of Goffer. 2-0 now the count. That is going to chip. Corey List will take the catch and that will be the game. So despite a couple of fightbacks both in the 5th and again in the 7th from Victoria, Queensland get the job done. They take down Victoria 8-4.
That was a great game, yeah. Jack Milano did well on the mound to hold Queensland to 2 and 3 runs, for most of the game, in fact. But then Queensland, had that power surge where they just got the momentum and they kept building on it. So good win for Queensland. That's exactly what they were looking for to keep their hot streak rolling. So they're in a very good position going into day 3, so tomorrow. And Victoria will be looking to bounce back in their first game tomorrow at 11:30 against SA. So thank you very much in camera for doing all the streaming, and we will see you tomorrow bright and early.
Ruthless.